We're gonna be streaming all day today.
I mentioned Star Rail, but up to you.
Yeah, we can play some Star Rail after this.
We can tell when Bokka is happy.
No, you can't! I got a poker face! Poker face!
Lamau the peaking mic says it all.
No. Peeking? Where's it peeking at? I don't see it behind anything. Where is it? It's right there! It's not peeking! What do you mean?
I think Bokka, maybe, just maybe, should play Ode to Castlevania.
When I get back from the,
Bokka's face is made of poker chips.
Poker chips. When I get back from, the wedding, I'm gonna have my dad switch the CPU. Because it still isn't working. If that doesn't work, I'm gonna contact the... Alright.
All things in moderation. Nice and business.
Wait, what's this in the background? Oh!
You see that, Barker? That's how it's done.
Ya R.A.
A.
Any way I can blame the crew for this? I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
_ going to make more coffee. Also Bokka, I got Sunday on my account and they're at the moment absolutely useless cause they're a buffer for summons.
I do kind of want Sunday. But we already know. Do we know if is the main character going to be a buffer for summons, or are they going to be a summoner? They're probably going to be a summoner, right?
I have so much new stuff to show you. Scrape off the barnacles. Good as new.
Probably summoner.
Alright, I have to take this call. It's from...
Actually, you probably shouldn't sleep underwater. Forgot you have to breathe.
All right. Got my health appointment scheduled. I don't really have a haste thing. I'm like basically screwed if I don't find a haste.
Also, to make it worse, I had 8 pity, and after 3 summons Sunday appeared, so now I'm on 50-50 again. But the good thing is I'm going to try and get back to guarantee banner character before new Fox Lady's banner appears.
That's tempting. Lamera is like perfect for the start. I'm trying to think, what do I move around to get the beach ball? Because the beach ball, like, I'd want it to be gold. I want this to be gold. I want like half these things to be gold or above right now that aren't gold. This is bronze. Honestly, it is slowing down the build a little. This is the fastest activator I have. So it's kind of like important to use. This one only hastes the right. This one hastes 2 aqua items. So it's double proccing this. I'm trying to think. I guess we have to sell this. I think we sell the turtle shell. But the turtle shell gives us scaling, double scaling. I'm gonna be honest. This is hard. Well, we add catfish in, right?
Wagon.
Wagon, hi. If anyone has like questions about this, let me know. And I can explain it while I'm looking at this. Give me a sec, I'm trying to figure this out. Like, what do I remove? I feel like it has to be the turtle shell. But the turtle shell adds lots of shielding. I think it really is the cove.
That looks like the Cretaceous era.
Bocath one heart happy again. Just played with Brother Fox's cat for a quick second. Hi star Bocath one heart, Bocath one heart.
Bocath one heart, Bocath one heart. I think that's the best I can do. If this is gonna be good, it has to be able to fight this. We'll know if we're about to lose or not by fighting this one. Can you give me the clam?
Pathetic. As
Oh,
spine
that works too.
myself.
Diamond him is amazing.
Welcome in, hon. What can I get you?
Oh, please, please, please. Come on. Actually, that's hard to say. No, this one scales. And it's aquatic. This one's not aquatic. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna...
Okay. It's been nice.
Oh, wait, this one's hard. We can get cooldown or we can get skills. We kind of need skills at this point. Yep, go ahead. I thought about the poison crit thing, but...
Underestimate me. It makes this more fun. My fight isn't with you, but if you insist...
Oh, really? That's pretty amazing. Like, that's something to, like, write home about.
I paint my ship red, but I don't.
Alright, we need... Ah! Why is it like that? I think we just lose now. I'm pretty sure we just lose now. I'm pretty sure we lose. We're already losing, but that, like,
Sinks, but I'm a good
officiated us losing.
I can turn your minutes into hours. You'll be running circles around them with that.
Why can't I put this on here?
What just happened?
I accidentally, due to how the stuff works, I accidentally sold my most important item. Why would it let me? The game is glitched!
You accidentally killed Arias?
I'm sorry. Guys? Guys? There we go. Hello? Hello? It's... Okay, there we go. When you use another line, clock this for one? Nah. We just basically lost, I think.
Prepare to be peer reviewed.
Like, the shark could help us, but I don't know how helpful it's gonna be. Because we were a poison build, and now we don't have our, like, main poison.
Well, that was frustrating, but then again this game is still getting made and not fully released yet, right?
Yeah, it's in beta, but, like, I'm not really that mad or upset because, like, we were already losing. And then this is broken. This isn't proccing 3 times.
powder of Algaroth.
They had a recent big update, and I think they broke some items on accident.
Walk it.
I like how it thinks there's a full inventory and there's not. And then these items proclate. And yeah, see, the items are broken now. Yeah, the like... I just wanted to finish this run up before we go on to the next thing. I think what we do...
Not very big though, is it? Midsworth says I have to trade even when I don't care. Okay, now sell me something. Something huge!
I wish I had this skin, by the way. The skin that this girl has. It looks really badass. Stretch! Consume the water!
Lol, so turns out all that reacting was just 1 hour and 20 minutes worth of footage, so not really that much longer than normal long react.
Yeah, we were losing that one. We lost too much, we messed up so... Well, we found a lot of glitches that we sent to them, so... Hopefully that helps them out with creating the game. We have a chest, though. We get to open a chest. That's nice. I was hoping for a skin, but I guess a belt placer and some gems is nice. Alright, now we're gonna play, I love that game, though. Alright, let's play some, Honkai. I wanna play more, Zenless, too, though. I might eat a few chips, and then that'll be the end of my eating for today. I'm gonna go get some water, okay, guys? Ow! I hit my head. How's everyone doing? Not doing good.
Bocath 1 just came back from making coffee, added pumpkin pie milk to it.
Oh, that sounds delicious! You can give me some, right? With this pumpkin pie milk? Yeah, I'm gonna have to contact them next week, because this is just terrible. The internet seems worse now than it was before. What's that site I went to before? Did this site? Ooh! Does this have anything to do with my computer, guys? Master check.
Underscore I see what Star Ale did bringing Sunday out with Lining Lion Guy. Also that looks not too good. Some may say bad.
Oh, it's very bad. My minimum is almost 2 seconds long. I think that's over 2 seconds. I think it's 60 milliseconds is a second. It's an average of 3 seconds to get 1 bit of data across. I don't think they fixed the wires. I think I was bamboozled. I like how it says excellent, yet it took it forever. No, you test that again, damn it. You little crap. How are you saying that the internet's fine when I'm looking at it right now and it says it's not? Every time I test it right now, it's saying it's better than before. When I'm looking at OBS and OBS is saying, oh, you're crashing, basically. Give me a sec, guys. I'm going to message Corporeum real quick. Hey, Pops. They brought out a lightning guy? I want to see this. As soon as this finally finishes, we're going to look at lightning guy.
Okay, so 3 bits of behind the scenes Twitch news from Saturday. If you gift 2 subs while Baka plays Po2 you can get a Chimera pet, and from the 23rd till 2nd Jan they are doing a 30% discount on subs and the bonus subs Gamba, aka if you gift 5 or more subs Twitch will randomly add more subs on top of the same tier.
That feel when everyone donates tier 3 subs. I'm joking. Give me a sec, guys. I'm almost done. Dog's finally out of the room so I can have my chair back. Oh, I found my water bottle that I was supposed to take to work. It was under my blanket.
Lastly Baka, you need to add holiday hoopla to your tags lol.
Holiday hoopla? Why do I need to do that? Give me a sec, guys.
Baka, if you have checked the gotcha room in your server you would already know before I say this that I had an E3 Bronya, but now they're E4 since I selected them as my gift character. Don't get me wrong, I would have picked Clara, but Bronya's E4 grants the extra damage my team needs since my team is not a sustainable team and needs to dish out as much damage as possible in a short amount of time.
Okay.
I require chocolate. Baka, give me chocolate.
No, I want chocolate.
It's part of Twitch's festive events, gives us a chance at more emotes if you do shared chat collabs, and gives you a chance to be recommended on the front page.
Alright, I'll add it then. You said mega holiday hoopla? Right, hang on. Holiday Hoopla. Is that the right one? Does it need to be 2 capitals? Or is it okay with... Is it okay if it's that? Alright, let's watch our recap.
Winds back to the start of the journey to Penacony. The Astral Express, upon invitation from the Watchmaker, heads to a cosmic vacation spot, the Reverie Hotel, for a banquet. However, in this sweet dream paradise, they unexpectedly become entangled in 2 bizarre murder mysteries. A grand struggle for a legacy.
I like his
begins.
eyes, by the way.
Numerous factions enter one after another, acting in response to the situation. The family hosts also plot to capture the Watchmaker with this opportunity and ensure the Charmony Festival takes place as scheduled.
Alright, let me know if that looks right.
Confrontation between the emanator of the Nihility, Acheron, and IPC representative Aventurine becomes the turning point of the entire event. The latter, through a grand death, shatters the family's lies and reveals the existence of the primordial dreamscape, Dreamflux Reef. The Express crew thus delves into the heart of the situation. Here, Gallagher reveals to everyone the truths about the Dreamscape, the Stellaron, Mikhail, and the other Nameless. They finally uncover the legacy of the Trailblaze, and, in doing so, receive a glimpse from the Harmony. To fulfill the wishes of their predecessors, everyone heads to the Penacony Grand Theater with the intention of sealing the Stellaron. However, they are forced into a deadly battle against Sunday, the head of the Oak family, who is aligned with the Order. This great battle concludes with the fall of the Order once again. The future of Penacony remains uncertain. However, thanks to the mediation of the crew, the family and the IPC agree to cede some of their interests and reach a consensus. Penacony regains the right to determine its own destiny. In the very end, Sparkle makes a grand return with a startling bombshell. This crisis is ultimately resolved amidst spectacular fireworks. With everyone receiving their own best ending, the tragicomedy of the sweet dream comes...
I don't know if it's a tragicomedy. Don't know if that's quite accurate to say. Hi, Sparkle!
Great, you're here. It's a secret. And it's a good thing I got here so fast. Otherwise, you would have missed the fireworks I prepared. Huh? That's weird. I pressed the button already. I wonder what went wrong. Gray hair, don't be so nervous. I took a mutually assured destruction button and repurposed it into a sky full of sparkles button. I really wanted to give you an epic fireworks show.
She's a woman after my own heart.
I tested it so many times just to make sure. And now that I finally boarded the express, it doesn't even work. Oh well. Luckily, I brought along some sparklers too. Let's light them up. Look, aren't they nice? Wait, hold up. Where are you going? Don't leave!
Yeah. Wait, they have like a Pinnicani part of the... This is on the shit? This can't be on the shit. I can change Pom Pom's outfit. Hello?
How quaint. A space so meticulously curated just for my refined tastes.
It's a new room on the
I
train.
suppose it might do for moments.
I love
of
this
reflection.
room.
Perhaps the best part is that even with so many present, there's a delightful scarcity of simpletons. Not at all. As a nameless who's always on the road, constantly meeting with various
Considering all the
characters,
chefs in Bacca's
don't these
community,
encounters
feels
become
like that would
wearisome?
fit.
It would.
It's no small feat. The average person is easily swayed by their environment.
Also, you get
after all.
to, once you get to it.
Go ahead and try. With this mask on, I intend to keep the world at bay.
You're not wearing your mask, Rachel.
What kind of drink do you prefer? Straight or mixed? Neat hair for a drink, or perhaps some snacks?
Yes, please. Hello, yes, please. Hello? These are like boss killing relics.
Amphorius,
Foods.
the eternal land.
Wait, Don Hong's voice is gone.
Yeah, that's what Miss Black Swan said. It's a world hidden away from outside observation, with a presence only revealed by the light from the mirror of the Garden of Recollection. It's mysterious, all right. You haven't been with us on the Express very long. Will the journey be too much for you to handle? Huh? Has it been that long?
Where's Himiko's voice? Where is my mommy voice?
We should consider Pom Pom's opinion too. They don't know we're considering Amphorius as a destination.
They need to fix this ASAP.
Yeah. Plus, even if we pass Amphorius over, we've still got a fuel problem to solve.
Seeing as how this is going to be an unusual adventure, it'd be good for us to take some time out to make preparations for the journey. Meanwhile, I'll see if I can find out more about Alphorius from our allies before we depart.
In other words, we won't be leaving Penacony anytime soon.
Or we could also revisit our previous stops to make sure that the astral charts and navigation routes are all functioning fine. I wonder if the hole in the Tychean Stadium has been repaired.
The Express has been on the go almost the whole time since we left the space station. We barely had any time to catch our breath. Let's take this opportunity to wrap up our vacation instead and make the most out of this break. I can't do her voice before you even ask. It's too smooth and, like, mature for me. I need to start doing vocal practices again.
Creating chaos is also a means of maintaining social stability, if you ask me.
you have the time for mindless gossip, you're probably better off spending it
that's
on
a
getting
guy's
actual work
voice.
done.
They say this is all part of ongoing investigations. But is there even any point to doing this? The threat's long been neutralized. They're just putting on a show. I mean, look at us. This sudden surge in inter-family cooperative efforts. It's nothing but a pretense for those outsiders, isn't it?
Sounds like you've got insider intel. Now I'm curious. Are the stories going around true? Was the furor that broke out a while ago really a result of trouble within the Oak family?
Those are some difficult questions. Didn't I just say that creating chaos is also a means to maintaining social stability? Now, who knows who's been fanning the flames? But there are a dozen rumors going around out there, each one more outlandish
To
than
be
the
honest,
last.
I don't know the real reason, but I'll make a
I've
guess
heard
and say it's got something to do with one of the dumb things people were probably doing that should have died by now.
What was it again? That the chaos was only quelled because of an accident? Makes no sense. So what's the lowdown?
Well, the truth has probably been long buried under all the hearsay. All I can say for sure is that someone's taken the rap for it.
You mean the former Oak family head?
Bingo. Most of the blame was pinned on him when the Charmony Festival was abruptly cancelled. Since then, not a single soul's seen him. Heck, forget his whereabouts. Nobody even knows if he's still alive. Talk about scary. For all we know, we might have watched something go down in history, like what happened to the Black Plum family back then, without even realizing it.
I've heard another theory about that family head, though. I beg your pardon, sirs. Dreamweavers are carrying out inspections on the routes around here, and all affected facilities have been closed off. Kindly take a detour in the meantime.
What happened? Is this because of the Stellaron? Jeez. Are we Penaconians never gonna dream in peace again?
There is no cause for alarm, sir. The Stellaron has already been sealed. This is just a routine inspection. A move to heighten security, if you will. Please rest assured that the family will do everything in our power to protect the sweet dreams of every guest.
I see. We'll leave the two of you to your work, then.
Excuse me, sir. Have we met before?
Oh. Do you recall when or where we might have met?
My bad. I must be mistaken. Sorry about that.
It's like she's using a gruff voice, you know? It's like, it's not a guy's voice. It's like a girl trying to sound like, like she's not doing very well with her voice acting. She's trying to sound gruff, is what I'm saying.
You sure have a knack for stirring up trouble. Of all the routes available, you had to take the one that Bloodhound's keeping watch over.
We shouldn't run into any problems with you around. Even if they see through the Harmony's power of disguise, there'll be a way for us to escape.
Spare a thought for me, will you? Just being in your company is plenty enough to get me into trouble, Mr. Prime Fugitive of Penacony.
And that is exactly why I need you with me. You're the only one I can rely on in Penacony now.
The only one you can rely on, huh?
I like his name is 1 week.
At least, she was spared from the consequences of my actions.
What a shame, huh?
Why do you say that?
Just thought that being mean might be more effective than consoling you. I've seen plenty like you, eager for everyone to take you to task after a setback because that's the only way you'll feel better. As though the more they condemn you, the more likely you can rectify your mistake. That said, if I'd really wanted to hit you where it hurts, I'd use a different approach. Like a show of sympathy, for example.
You're right. I won't deny that.
She should still be in Penacony. Aren't you going to look for her?
That won't be necessary. I'm sure you already know why, considering your vested interest in reading my thoughts. I can't bring myself to see her when I'm a fugitive.
All right, then let's keep going. Helping a fugitive return to their home. So exciting.
Ooh, puzzle. Puzzle.
I see two bloodhounds. They appear to be on official business, unlike the pair from earlier. What's happening at Ideen Park?
Hey! Hey! In case you didn't notice, I can't see anything.
My apologies. I forgot that you're not very tall.
Remind me, why do I have to make this trip with you again?
We've been through this. You're the only one I can turn to now. Besides, we once lived a cat-and-dog existence. Embroiling you in my affairs won't weigh on my conscience.
You certainly don't have much of one if you can bring yourself to say something like that.
Yet you will repay this
I love
favor
the
all
sass.
same. After all,
Can we have
you're
one
only
week
alive
for a
today
character,
because of
please?
me. You owe me that much.
Hi, Kowsy. How you doing?
Holy. Can you get any more conceited?
When you were abandoned in the wild and near your end, I showed you a way to survive and helped you escape the jaws of death. When you were at your wit's end and felt lost about your future, I did everything within my power to help you safeguard your position in the family.
Okay, I get it already. You have a way with words, I'll give you that. Still, it's one thing to repay a favor, quite another to knowingly put myself in harm's way. I don't understand. Why are you hell-bent on going back to Penacony? Is this an IPC mission? Did they make you a deal? You can have your freedom back, but in return you must turn against all whom you once called family or something like that?
Regrettably, Lady Bonajade didn't drop so much as a hint about it.
Go now. You are free, O Chosen One, who dare to exceed his bounds. Sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
I will not accept your charity.
As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still continues, and the night is still long. You have plenty of time to contemplate your answer.
She only left me with a most intriguing message before setting me free. As for whether I can afford the price of my freedom, I'll only know when I find out what it is.
But nothing good ever comes out of being in the IPC's debt.
I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. For now, there's still some time before that payment is due, so why not exercise the right to freedom that I've just regained?
By walking straight into a trap?
Or by making amends for past deeds. When it's time to go, This will be
Bokka, I have a
farewell,
feeling Star
good.
Rail knows when I want to skip a character,
before
cause
I leave
every time I want
Paniconi,
to skip they give me them
I'd
on
like
the
to take
first
some
day
time
after
to look
playing
back
for a
on all the
bit,
events
but
that
it's
have
the
taken
opposite when
place.
it comes to a character I want.
Can't you just look back on it from a distance?
There's something else I want to do too. The embryo of philosophy may have fallen, but the order in Paniconi wasn't built in a day.
Not sure if I'm falling
This
asleep due to
sweet dream
tiredness or starting
is
to
likely
develop
to still
epilepsy
contain
editing this
residual
second
traces of
Maxa
the Oak
react in the
family's
same day.
influence.
Get off your high horse. The other 4 families are more than capable of working things out on their own.
I might have gone astray, but others shouldn't have to clean up after my mistakes.
Then you should also know that the IPC isn't gonna help you a second time. If you fall into the family's hands again, you're done for.
You know how it is. Old habits die hard. The tie should be on the center line. The shirt must not protrude from the vest. Trouser creases should be perfectly straight, and always aligned with the tips of your shoes. We should always ensure that everything is in order before walking out the door. The same applies when bidding my home farewell, too.
But what has Ideen Park got to do with you? Don't tell me that the Founder's one of your disguises.
I'm not that old.
Oh, come on. Take a joke, will ya?
Sorry, but park facilities are out of order. Refurbishment works are currently underway. Please come back again later.
That sounds familiar.
I'm aware of the situation. You can skip the report.
What? What are you talking about? I mean... Mr. One Week, please excuse me. I should have recognized you earlier. I must be more tired than I realized.
I want to know what's going on in there. You'll tell me, won't you?
There's nothing much to say, actually. We Bloodhounds are just as baffled as you are. My guess is that it's simply part of the aftermath of the Stellaron incident.
Aftermath?
You are?
Renowned workaholic, Mr. Workday. He works for me. You don't know him?
Oh, I see. Pardon my ignorance, sir. Coming back to the topic of the park, let's just say that it has been recently observed that certain behaviors are not tolerated around here.
What happens if you violate the prohibitions?
It's baffling, but corrective measures will be taken. It's kind of difficult to explain. Maybe you'd like to see for yourself?
Yeah, that works. Can you keep watch over the entrance? We'll go in and have a look for ourselves.
Please take these notes with you. They may come in handy.
You shouldn't have said that just now. It'll only make us look suspicious.
Said what?
Mr. Workday?
I was just telling the truth. I've always found this name to be more suitable for you. So, why are we here? You managed this park before?
You could say that. I was still a child back then. To become the bronze Melodia of the Oak family, I'd gone under Mr. Gopherwood's tutelage. We were taking a walk in the park like any other day, when he suddenly hit on the idea to have me manage the park. Within the domain he demarcated, my every word would hold the force of law. In hindsight, that was probably the first time that I enforced order.
You rose through the ranks soon after. I take it that you must have done a pretty good job.
Quite the contrary. I made a terrible mess of things. Fortunately, the tourist thought of it as nothing more than a spell of merrymaking.
Was that his way of training you?
Perhaps he was just using an approach with lighter consequences to show me what he'd learned in life. that there is never an ideal paradigm when it comes to rules. If the enforcer is incapable
Hey guys,
of
you want to see something really,
introspection,
really funny?
then even regulations once laid down with the noblest of
Look at my
intentions
upload speed right
will
now.
eventually become defiled.
It's supposed to be at
This
30
place is no
minimum.
exception. The distorted after echoes of the Order
You can't stream with 7.
will only add
It's
to
a
the
miracle
chaos.
my stream didn't die there.
Let's see what we have on these notes.
No consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream. Only cast and crew are allowed on stage. Be kind to the birds. Not discard trash in trash cans.
No consumption of food except for burgers. What? Handstand walks around flower beds are prohibited. Now let's not worry about how the Bloodhounds figured this one out. Huh. I reckon the worst that can happen for this one is that they'll flip you back on your feet. Say,
No, thank you.
no consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream.
I have nothing against desserts. The only reason I made that rule is so that people can learn to wait in line in an orderly manner for things, instead of shoving and jostling people around.
What happens if I break the rule?
It's as the Bloodhound said. Corrective measures will be enforced.
Huh. Try me.
Wait, don't...
Based. 1 week is based.
So, where are those corrective measures?
That's odd.
Didn't I tell ya? The family can take care of the issue without you having to get involved. Next on the list is the stage. Let's go and check it out. Only cast and crew members are allowed on the stage. A surprisingly reasonable rule.
And an easy one to test. Neither of us is part of the cast or a crew member. Let's try it out.
Huh?
Let's try that again.
What's going on?
Guide those who have lost their way back onto the right path. Looks like this is an example of the corrective measures that the Bloodhound mentioned. It's exactly what I would have done back then.
You've been iron-fisted since you were little, haven't you? Wait a sec. If this is how violations are corrected, then everything that I ate just now?
I tried to warn you. How do you feel?
Now, I'm feeling murderous.
I agree. How dare you make me
In any
him
case,
throw up that
say what you
wonderful
will,
ice
but
cream?
I can't sit by and do nothing. Not when I'm the cause of all this trouble in Ideen Park. There's no need to involve the Dreamweavers. I'll fix these distortions once and for all.
What's the plan?
Nothing complicated. All distortions have their roots. We'll be able to trace them to the source once they manifest. Breaking a few rules will do. We just need to make sure that the corrective measures that will be implemented aren't too much for us to handle. When a distorted after echo manifests to correct us, I'll be able to pinpoint. Then, I'll use the power of tuning to heal the dreamscape.
So, can I take it that rules are meant to be broken now? Please do not use Soul Glad bottle caps sold by the Dream Jolt troupe while experiencing the attractions. The Strange old troop, where? Are they hiding or something? Please do not use Soul Glad bottle cap. Strange old troop, where? Oh, there it is. Found a good hiding spot, didn't ya? Come on, let's buy some bottle caps from it.
Just one moment.
Let me translate that for you. Who are you trying to pay with your spare change?
Ugh. I'm afraid you're going to have to handle this if it isn't enough.
Handle this? Handle what? Wait, is that really all you've got on you?
May I remind you that I am currently on the run?
Whew. Luck's on our side. Looks like we scraped together just enough. Shall we give this capsule machine a try and see what happens? Nothing's off so far. Maybe we should open the capsule? They can't be seriously going that far, right? No. Hey!
Oh, no.
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
Hedge your bets. Spend freely.
Time for a buzz.
That's half the work.
Stand still.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Cut in the net. Good times never last. Time to say bye.
Boom.
Again. I hit the mark. It's on me. The dice have been cast. Bust. Or
Maybe I'll take it all.
Watch your head.
Time for a buzz.
Free will, or was it fate? Still waters of oblivion.
Didn't hurt.
Hug, Bokobo
This
Cat,
combat
one
needs
heart.
optimizing.
One
This is
heart.
double speed.
Cut in the net.
Hedge your bets. Spend freely. Thanks. All right. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Did they have to do that? They could have just recalled the capsule.
Perhaps making the attractions no longer just attractions is another corrective measure?
fools being too finicky with words?
We're not breaking enough rules. We should look elsewhere, too.
What's that sound?
Do not discard trash in trash cans. This is absurd. Did you make this rule too?
Children tend to be fascinated by such paradoxes. I was no exception.
Forget it. I don't even know how to joke about this. Well, what do you suggest we throw in? Something's happening. What is this? A woodcutter's trash can?
Enough. The location of the distortion is nearby.
I made golden trash. That is sickening to look at, isn't it though, guys? Just makes me mad. Showing that to Dad to prove to them that the internet's been bad. Wait, I only got one stellar trait from that? Hell. What kind of treasure was that?
Oh, there it is. Huh. It does look somewhat like you.
Time for it to disappear for good. Reveal thyself unto me, as is customary. All creatures endowed with eyes bear souls of equal worth.
Whoa, it worked. The IPC totally should have sent someone to keep an eye on you. Aren't they worried that you might make a comeback in Penacony and grow a new pair of wings?
So long as there remains a need for me to keep a low profile, I'm no threat to them.
That's true. Come to think of it, you had always been in the
Bocath
spotlight.
one lurker, I mean I'm not a tech
member of
person,
the
but it is
elite.
bad and you even had a tech person come and
When was
see
the
what's
last time
wrong.
you fell into the mud? All the way back during your childhood days?
What's bad is the tech came to our house and said he saw the dips. Which shows you it's getting that bad that they can see them clearly on the graph now.
Sometime before I turned 6, like most boys would, I tried to fly with my ear feathers, only to fall into a pit. I almost broke my halo.
That was sarcasm, in case you didn't realize. But whoa, you actually remember something like that?
Don't say that, Aphrodose! And hi, mobs. Hey, mobs.
You never forget times of failure.
Ugh, you're probably the only one who'd consider something like that a failure.
I do really want Sunday. But I'm scared of pulling for him, We all know it's Clara. What's funny is... Alright, here we go. This is gonna be a... No way. I did not get it this early. Oh, I was about to say, I thought I saw the rainbow. I can't tell when these things are rainbow or not. I keep getting the same one! Okay, you need to stop. I've been maxed him out. It's not even funny. I want to save up for something irreplaceable. Wait! No way. Ah! Sunday? No way.
There it is.
No way. Dice roll! What is that, 40 summons? I got him at 40. Huge! Alright, saving the rest. We're saving the rest, Ari. You know the drill.
Things will get better, won't they?
Yes. I want to get her to 6. 6 will make it where I can use her just like, what's her name? And she can become a really good tank. My goal is a 6 plus Clara. We need to start getting her stuff now. So I can have my alternate team be really strong. Yay! I maxed her.
Everyone needs
We can
some
use her as another healer, Ari. I'm not aroused, I promise. We need to get the main characters, up too. He's getting hearted, obviously. I'm thinking about most, but I don't see the point in those, honestly. But yeah, I've been had a max of him, see? And we got like 4 copies of him, didn't we? How you doing, Afronos? Yeah, she's basically done. That's why I took her off the list. Not much more we can do except for get relics for her. Where's my main character? There she is. Still leveling her up. And I need to get her thingies. I need to get her thingies bad. So she can make my Firefly team really good. So we're... Oh, you get to pick one of these guys. Oh, okay. Alright, we're picking her, okay? Because I want to build ZUE, so getting an extra copy of her would be really good.
Okay.
Alright, let's do his trial real quick. I love that they keep putting Natasha on here to get people to get people to think she's still relevant when like all the other healers do way more than she does. The new best 4-star healer is the girl I just maxed out. Right, so... Oh, you can't change your character. Okay, so you have to use his activation?
Banish your fears and advance with unwavering.
Alright. Deals minor damage to one designated enemy skill. Enables one designated ally killer and their summon to take action immediately. Increases their damage dealt. If the target has a summon, then the damage dealt is further boosted. So basically, he's like Bronya. He's Bronya, but he supports summons. Wait, after using the skill in the betafied. What's the betafied? Do they mean battlefield? Is it just mistranslated? Covers one skill point. When Sunday uses this ability on characters following the path of harmony, cannot trigger the immediate action effect. Isn't that bad? Is that like a nerf to him? Like he can't goad the harmony characters? I wonder why. If I'm correct, aren't harmony characters usually healers? I guess they don't want you having constant healing up. Oh, okay, his ultimate turns one of the characters into the betafied. I don't understand what that means. When using his skill, increases target's crit rate. Okay.
We're in trouble now.
Follow my charge.
Here, this thunder.
Time for a shot.
Heard the call.
Head down, farewell.
There's no time to lose.
This mortal form.
Watch over you. Guide you on your path.
Conflict is pitiless.
Is that it? Show no mercy.
Here, this thunder.
1,000 wonders to raise your fight as one.
Naughty child, nap time.
Serenity is before me.
Follow my charge.
Conflict is pitiless.
Show no mercy.
It's of no consequence.
Welcome, customers.
I see it. I see it.
What is it this time?
Just looking back.
But nothing's there.
That's the whole point of revisiting a place. When I look at everything here, the memories are so fresh. It's as if it all only happened yesterday.
I love the copium, Afrinus. I love the copium.
I mean, Natasha is pretty good when E6 and has good relics. I used them up to Penacony, but after getting Gambler, my healing changed to shield.
Yeah.
But it looks like I was just going.
The only thing really holding your favorite guy back is, like, if they allowed him to do damage based on his shield or something.
I'm glad for this chance to look back on my past in this way. Come now. We should go. This will be a long farewell.
No, Bilo is not the worst. Bilo is the best. You shut the hell up. She has a revived mechanic. She's literally why I beat a lot of bosses early before I really started getting help from, like, RA. You will never diss my Bilo. I will ban your ass.
Don't forget to let your friends in on
You're not sub anymore. You're not protected from my rage spans. Wait. Thought I heard you. Are there any other birds? I don't think so. I could be wrong though.
So, where are we heading next?
Oti Mall. There are bloodhounds stationed along the way, though. It might be better to take a quieter route.
I don't mean to meddle, but I'd advise you to stay away from that place.
What's Welt doing here?
Did something happen?
There isn't any concrete information yet, but anomalies have been reported around the area. The family is currently investigating. You okay?
I'm fine. The Stellaron incident may have been quelled, but who is to say that nobody has another agenda? Thanks for the tip, sir. We'll make a detour. May you stay safe, too.
Hold on.
You turned around on Well. You should not have turned to Well.
Sweet Dreams are technically safe, but it would be wise to look out for oncoming vehicles.
And of course, Welt's like, I know I said very sternly, hold on, but I totally am just trying to make sure you're safe.
Thank you.
I think he knows.
Whew, that was no ordinary passerby. It's a miracle that he didn't see through your disguise.
The Astral Express should have departed a long time ago. Why is he still in Penacony?
I'm trying to think why honestly, we would still be here.
We needn't change our plans because of him. But be sure to keep your guard up. I hope nothing terrible has fallen upon Penacony while I was in captivity the last few days. Come now. It's time we set off. Let's not stick too close to each other, just in case. A few feet or so between us will do.
Grab a bottle, the soda!
Seems I let my wishful thinking get the best of me. Will you at least give me a chance to explain?
It's Will, isn't it?
I will.
Well.
But before I
Yeah,
do,
I knew it was Will.
put your hands behind your back and answer my questions in short sentences.
Short sentences?
I need to make sure your words aren't concealing any dangerous incantations.
I can't believe I've left everyone with such a peculiar impression of me. Please, believe me when I say that I didn't come back here with ill intent. Penacony will never experience the Order again, either.
I'm afraid I won't be taking your words at face value, not after how you wielded the power of harmony. Answer me. What are you doing here?
It looks like there's only one way to gain your trust. Come on out, 1 week. We found ourselves an ally.
So, it was the IPC that freed you.
My sister has likely made an agreement of some sort with them. As for how I'm able to move around freely in Penacony, I have 1 week to thank for that. As you can see, I've only returned to my home to bid it farewell. Would you be kind enough to give me a chance to say goodbye, so that I may leave without regrets?
Agreed. But, until you leave Penacony for good, you're to stay by my side.
You have my gratitude.
I left my home in a hurry, too. I know how it feels. That said, I can't make this call by myself. My companions need to know about this, too.
The Astral Express crew is in Penacony, too?
Come with me. We'll go find them. You come along, too.
Okay. Boy, this is gonna be a party.
I like 1 week. I'm sorry, but I love him.
We're here. They should be somewhere nearby.
Mr. Yang, if you don't mind, there's something that puzzles me.
Something that puzzles me.
Now that the crisis on the planet of festivities has been averted, Shouldn't the Astral Express have departed to continue on its trailblazing journey? Why have you and your companions stayed behind in Penacony? Could it be that someone stirred up trouble after I left?
And if that were indeed the case?
I doubt I'm in any position to be proposing ideas, but I'm happy to defer to the Nameless and aid with any plans you may have.
There's no need to worry. All is well in Penacony. Our reason for lingering here is a certain unusual passenger.
A passenger?
The Express has been commissioned to send a passenger back home. We're just resting up in Penacony for a while before we depart. Hmm?
By passenger, do you mean this lady here? Or these ladies?
This... how?
You're finally here, Mr. Yang. We have a huge problem.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are 5 of them.
Isn't it
I've always wanted to say that.
fascinating how variables never fail to find their way into the lives of organic life forms?
I need to figure out why this is the case. This better just be like a glitch that, like, their sound files, like, were like they forgot to add them.
Bokka, your brightest smile makes us smile, but Roy really needs some sleep, so I'm a lurk of fun little dragon. Adios chat and Ari.
Oh, it's due to the voice strikes.
I have no interest in the harmony.
Alright, lock on.
So it's
I
only
need you to
natural
cut that
for me
out.
to turn down the invitation.
It wasn't supposed to make that pop
But it
up.
looks like my decision also cost me the front row seat.
I was trying to
all
exit
of
out of
your
it.
Exciting adventures. Conclusion: there is
Night night,
likewise
Roy.
a
You have a good
downside
sleep.
to pursuing reason.
Bokka, you idiot.
Was it my fault? It popped up in front of me when I was trying to click on something. Okay, yeah, it's due to the strikes and due to some of them just not being available at the time. So their voices are going to be added back, guys. Don't worry about them
I hear
being...
that the Astral Express has
That's what
established
my
a
mother said
collaboration
after
with
I
the
crawled
Garden
out of hell.
Recollection for your next destination.
I love that. That's funny. You guys want me to continue voicing Himiko? It's a world beyond the knowledge of the Nameless, after all. I wrote her hoping that all the encompassing erudition could provide us with some more information.
Could there be more to it?
Yes, there's something else. This Black Swan said Amethyst is a world influenced by 3 paths, and the
No
erudition
adios
is one
box.
such path.
Logic. The average Pathstrider wouldn't leave any trace behind in the Garden of Recollection's mirror.
You're right. So this has to be related to the Emanators. Or perhaps even the Aeons. That's why I wanted to know if the genius have any clue about it.
It's a pity we do not communicate much within the Society. Not to mention we've lost most of our members to the Lord of Silence. I have never heard of Amphorius, however.
Could you try doing a deeper female voice for Himiko?
Madame Herta said name said the same, but it piqued her interest. She agreed to do a little digging. My guess is that there's a chance the God of Recollection is behind it. He always had a keen interest in remembrance technology, after all. It's also thanks to her that we got to make Miss Ruan May's acquaintance a while back. We even went so into the Kalininga abyss to bring a Leviathan's carcass back for our new friend. Speaking of her, this is far too much an understatement, but none of us would expect to see an old friend at Miss Ruan May's.
That Foxian girl has indeed been through an unimaginable turn of events. I suppose that's the fate you organic life forms are bound by.
Yeah, a bond that truly runs deep.
So, is it out of goodwill that the Astral Express volunteered to send her back home?
Would the Nameless see a point in keeping work and favors apart? At her request, she hopes to make a brief stop somewhere to reframe her mindset before returning to the Xianzhou, considering her unique position within the Alliance.
Looks like this is one exceptional passenger. Don't you have to accompany her then, Miss Himiko?
My companions are with her. We don't miss Team Yun better anyway. Plus, these youngsters will definitely do a better job than me when it comes to vacations. They're probably having a wonderful time now.
Also in Bokka's head, deeper female voice means just talk softer and add a posh accent.
Listen here, it's hard to... I'm gonna try it. Hello, 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 hello. My name is Himiko. 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 Is that better?
Bokath 1 lurker, Bokath 1 heart hug, Bokath 1 lurker.
Her voice is really hard to get to. It's such a like...
Hi Himiko, my name is Alpharius.
Shut up.
Oh, about that. Why don't you ask her instead? She knows how to present things logically. You don't have to tell him that. He can see for himself.
Yes. I will state the obvious.
Forget it. I'll tell you. We walked around with Miss Ting Yun for a while after separating from the rest. But then we ran into something weird.
Did something happen in the dreamscape?
Actually, it's more like it was someone's fault. We met a Pepeshi filming a try not
Damn
to
too
laugh
bad it's
challenge,
Himiko and not much. Bokka would be able to do much no problem in a mo.
supposed to make you fall over laughing.
It's more like someone's fault. We met Pepeshi filming a try not to laugh challenge. I mean, kinda, yeah.
So
Her voice
that's
is a
sort of
little bit
try
easier
not
to
to
get
laugh
towards.
challenge.
I don't really have a flexible voice. I just have a, like, I can change my tone very easily. I haven't practiced enough with flexibility.
I didn't really want to do it, but she we got into this problem.
What happened?
Oh, come on, stop interrupting. So, we had some candy, and we're so happy we rolled around on the ground for a bit.
Marcus Via
before
must have a lot of
standing
fun
up.
being March.
But once we did, we realized Miss Tingyun ate the candy too. But she only sneezed nonstop. Achoo! Achoo! Sneeze after sneeze. And before we knew it, she multiplied into several Tingyuns right in front of us.
So does her magic have to do with her nose?
What's your take on this?
The dreamscape is a Memoria world. It is likely the candy triggered her hypersensitive mind, causing scattered memory fragments to dissociate and become entities themselves. There is no cause for concern. We've experienced similar incidents from time to time in the sweet dream.
Mr. Yang? Who's this?
It's okay. You can reveal yourself now.
I was only being careful, or we would have been stopped by the Bloodhounds more than once on our way here. Help me remove my disguise. 1 week.
It's been a while, everyone.
Ew! What's going on?
Everyone, stay calm. I'll explain.
My character would not say this. You know what my character would have said? My character would have said, "The woman turned into a man." I would state the obvious. I'm sorry. I'd have been like, "The robot turned into a human."
I believe that at this
Dream
point,
magic.
Sunday has no reason to be dishonest. But to prevent any unforeseen complications, I'll be accompanying him everywhere he goes until he leaves Penacony. Mr. 1 Week here is an old acquaintance of Sunday's.
Pleased to meet you, fair lady.
I love
You,
how
of
he's like,
course,
"Please
the
to meet you,
heavyweight
fair
who
lady."
pummeled this control freak.
And of course, you're the heavyweight who pummeled this control freak.
The surprises just keep pouring in. First there was Miss Acheron, and then Miss Tingyun. Why does it seem like Mr. Yang always comes back with some extraordinary guest?
Because Mr. Yang is popular. Get off his back.
Let's leave this.
I love how he's coughing like,
For now, we
anyways.
be focusing on returning Miss
Probably not my fault.
Tingyun to her
Popular,
normal
Yang.
self.
You're too top popular.
That's not
Well, to be fair, you did focus on and got your Baka voice to sound near perfectly natural in just 2 years, so the range is there. You just need to train more to improve your flexibility and changing inflection. I'm sure in another year or two you will be able to start giving professional voice actors a run for their money.
Maybe. I admit nothing.
Miss March 7th, have you taken the time to consider my suggestion?
Your suggestion? Oh, wait. Which Miss Tingyun are you again?
It's me! I'm the one who wants every Tingyun to come together to form the Tingyun Merchant Guild. How often do you get the chance to work with yourself? Just imagine how in sync we'll be with one another. We're bound to thrive and prosper. I know we can't leave the dreamscape to trade with the outside world, so that's where you come in, Miss March 7th. Your wits surpass many others, making you the perfect person to handle liaison negotiations on our behalf.
I guess I can consider it. I hope everything goes smoothly for your guild. There. Now do you see what I mean, Mr. Yang?
I don't see the problem.
There does appear to be an element of her talking to herself.
Both of these are so me.
Forget about it. How are you gonna clone your bat?
Mr. Yang mentioned.
I love it. I love that March's idea is, but what about your bat? The bat's totally a part of you. You need that. I guess because we did keep going with our Galactic Baseballer persona.
Yes, more specifically, the Xianzhou Luofu.
The Luofu? Didn't the Antimatter Legion launch an ambush on the Luofu some time ago? Was she one of the few survivors?
Quite the contrary. She might have been the person closest to the eye of the storm.
Looks like there's a lot more to this story.
Story for another time. As host of the Dreamscape, do you have any suggestions for fixing this problem?
I don't have much to go on now. Perhaps we should talk to the other.
I like Sunday, but I can't fully enjoy them cause I got 0 summoners and I still haven't done
Well,
quest
you're gonna
for
get
new
at
main
least
character
one
yet,
summoner.
so they're still a bit useless to me.
Alright, you're gonna get at least one summoner in the main character. I don't know if they're gonna be a support though. I hope they're like another they're an actual damage support. They're an actual damage unit.
Home-cooked meal.
A really good damage unit.
But then again, gifts should be lasting. What about a delightful new bouquet of flowers on the table each day? Wouldn't they do a better job at brightening up someone's day? That sounds like a good idea. If we really want to do this right, though, it's the thought behind the gift that truly matters. The more thought goes into the gift, the better the recipient feels it.
She makes a valid point, too.
You sure have a way of not offending anyone.
These 3 Tingyuns don't look like they'll be reaching a conclusion anytime soon. We won't be able to get a word in.
So, what do
Couldn't
you
they
think,
have made Sunday have
Sunny?
like a non-summoner buff used to them?
Well, they do. Did you read it? They're basically Bronya 2.0. Their ability still gives that character an extra action and an attack buff. They just get a bigger attack buff if they're a summoner. And their ult really benefits a summoner more than a normal unit.
Let's try a different name, my dear friend.
Oh, don't we sound chummier that way? I took a leaf out of this Foxian girl's book.
The problem with Miss Tingyun is just as I suspected before. That prank shattered her into notes that are each a part of her. In other words, it means the Tingyuns we see here are all different aspects of her psyche.
Okay. You just made it sound
Velk
a
got
whole
9
lot
videos
more
done today, which
complicated.
is a new personal best and pretty much at my mental limit while also dealing with Earl stuff. My brain is now fried, Bokath 1 dead.
So you're gonna be gone for the whole month, right, Lock-On?
At any rate, this
Can
is
I
a known
still send you
occurrence
stuff through
across the
PayPal?
Dreamscape.
Like, do you have like access to your
Tuning
phone while
could
you're?
be the way to
Will you
fix
have
it.
like access to stuff while you're out?
The only problem is that these Miss Tingyuns are too caught up in their own world. Is there one we can properly speak with?
And technically, I owe you like a little less than $15. Do you want me to send that with your next check?
One that we can speak with? Oh, I think there is one. But it may take me a while to identify her.
Oh my god! This is getting out of hand. Now there are 75 of her. I kind of want to see what these two say. No! They're staring at the trash can like, what does it mean? What does it do? Oh god.
Why do I feel like it's not gonna be a wise move to interrupt her? Why do I feel like... Huh? Yikes! She's... Huh? You can't fly? Why? I can. I can fly. A long, long time ago, a big girl flew with me really high into the sky. I'll take you next time. Pinky promise? Should...
Nah, I think she's perfectly fine on her own. The childlike innocence that adults have is a lot more resilient than you can imagine.
Even if that's true, it doesn't apply to her.
Almost wanted to pop it, but it won't let me. She's sleepwalking?
I'm walking in the street and... what a weird dream. This Miss Ting-Yun looks like she's sleepwalking. Nope, not her.
Oh, were you all looking for me? Oh, were you all looking for me?
Found her! If I remember correctly, this Miss Ting-Yun's trait is...
It's nothing special, really.
She ought to meet your one we can properly speak with requirement, right?
Worth a try. My lady, if I may, I wish to perform a tuning on you.
Before you start, you should know that we're keeping our
Yep,
eyes
gonna
on
take
you.
my work laptop and phone with. It's also only during the day, so I'll still pop by the streams, but considering how antisocial I am and gonna be dealing with hundreds of people every day, probably gonna be mentally and physically dead.
Understandable.
It is not my intention to provoke you. Perhaps, as assurance, we can have my friend here perform the task in my stead. One week has a higher mastery of the harmony than I do.
That is true.
If you still have concerns, you are also free to restrain me while he performs the tuning.
There's no need for that. You're acting so... sincere. I'm actually surprised.
Are you all right with this, Miss Ting-Yun?
I go as the wind blows, so you may decide for me.
Then kindly forgive our intrusion. Please do your best, One Week.
What the... Did any of you hear a voice just now?
A voice?
Never mind.
thought every encounter with you would always be in moments of distress. Did I conduct myself improperly?
Miss Ting-Yoon, you're finally back! You may be small, but you're pretty amazing. Huh? What's wrong?
It's nothing. Just a trivial matter.
What do you sense?
I should have let you handle it yourself. This girl is not as ordinary as she appears. I nearly died. Just now.
Oh no, one way! What do you mean? Don't call her big sister.
Don't be afraid.
She could be little sis.
What is this place? No matter what you see, you only need to remember one thing. You're not alone. Who are you? And who am I? Is that where I came from? And where does this path lead?
Where does this path lead? Hello?
That looks so familiar. Does she want to lead me somewhere?
Won't let me run.
All or nothing.
Oh yes, I want her. It looks like she works really well with Archeron.
The life support pod is
We
ready.
could probably go a
There
full
were only
damage build with Kafka, her, and
That's great. Otherwise, that person
Silver-
from the Xianzhou
Silverwolf.
might not be able to hold on much longer.
You're still trying. There's no precedent for saving someone who was destroyed by a Lord Ravager. Will it even work?
I'm not a genius, so I don't understand the logic behind it. But if she says it's possible, then it must be.
Excuse me. Could you tell me where I am? Can they not hear me?
Her ability impairs, so I feel like it's more Kafka and Archeron. Because Kafka's the only like payoff for impairments, and her literal all abilities impair. Or is a burn build in her probably, but I don't have the cook guide that would make that a build. I mean, I'm sure she can be used with Firefly, but I don't want to use her on the Firefly team. We already have a Firefly team. There's no reason for me to change that team up currently. Ron May, main character, Firefly, and
Ting-Yoon. familiar name. Do I know her?
Don't question it. Keep moving forward.
These are...
These are wounds left by the destruction. They have taken root within your body and cannot be removed.
The destruction? I don't understand. Please, who are you?
I can't go to you. All I can do is wait for you to finish walking this path.
You want me to go through here? Do I have to fight it?
There's no need for that. It's too dangerous, and you can't do it anyway. Don't fight it. Embrace it. Try to coexist with it. Think of it as feeling your own scars.
My scars?
I already know about the summoners, Aphronos.
Wait!
Your statement still doesn't change my opinion on my Firefly build.
Is this called... coexisting?
Don't worry. As I said before, you're not alone.
Hedge your bets. Spend freely.
Huh. More enemies. Time for a buzz.
Destiny. Oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
We literally just got Sunday. We already have an amazing support for summoners. And I think she is a summoner, but...
Time for a buzz.
Free will, or was it fate? Still waters of oblivion.
No holding back.
Dream vanished.
I weep for the departed.
Rokath Wonder, I hope I get my 50-50 over with soon. I want to have a guarantee for new Fox Lady.
Share good fortunes.
Sure, I'll play along.
Dreams of a past life. Let us dance once more.
Ah.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a buzz.
Another journey begins.
This combat needs up. This is double speed.
Cloud scatter.
The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Dream vanished.
Free will, or was it fate? Destined for oblivion.
How can it be? Why are there still so many of them? The ones from before weren't defeated either?
As I said before, you can't defeat them. No one can. You can fall into the darkness and die alongside these scars of the destruction. Or bring them with you when you return to the world here. These are your two choices.
Return to the world? What are you saying? Oh, no wonder those two ignored me. Am I just a wandering spirit now?
Close, but not quite.
So, I'm trapped between life and death? Existing in a limbo?
You can think of it that way.
Based on what you said, even if I should wake up, These wounds that caused my death will remain on my body and never heal? I don't understand. You appear to be trying to save me, Benefactor. But why are you telling me all this?
It's a habit of mine. I believe everyone should have the right to choose whether they wish to return to this world or not.
Be that as it may, I don't remember anything. There's nothing to help me make a choice.
That doesn't matter. I believe the desire to live was born from nothing to begin with. You may also prove yourself to be the exception. I would also be pleased with that result.
How troublesome. But I suppose that's part of living.
Survival or destruction is no longer a choice for you. They both now grow along the same path. And only by walking this path will you break through the darkness and arrive at my side. Feeling more awake? Congratulations. You attained your very first victory in this tug of war. It's a good start.
This is...
Let me explain. You were attacked by a Lord Ravager. By all rights, you should not have survived. But someone didn't agree with that assessment. And it just so happens, I was able to fulfill his request.
What about the other merchants?
I don't know.
Why me?
Because you were the most unfortunate. You fell into the hands of that Lord Ravager, who destroyed your body and spirit. Yet, you were also the most fortunate. Her desire to claim everything about you for herself meant she needed time, so you were spared instant annihilation. There is only a fine line between resurrection and escaping death. Yet, they couldn't be more different. If you had truly died, I would have been powerless to do anything for you.
My body feels strange.
I'm sorry. I can't let you regain your ability to feel just yet. You'd be in excruciating pain. Your body was contaminated by the destruction and suffered severe damage. As I said before, these wounds will stay with you for the rest of your life. To prevent its resurgence, I made some minor modifications to your body. Or more specifically, your tail. You'll have to learn to adapt to it. Unfortunately, the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity.
Regardless, I'm grateful to you for saving my life.
There's no need for that. This was merely a transaction. With this, the debt between the traveling merchant and me is clear.
Who?
Don't worry about it. You should sleep for a little longer. By the time you wake up, you won't remember any of these details. I'll arrange for someone to send you home. Which reminds me, You seem to have some dependable friends with close ties to you.
I'm trying to think of who could
You
be the
should go
merchant.
with them. It can only help with your recovery to hear more about your past.
Are you all right?
Did I pass out? A little quick to the draw, aren't you?
The tuning rebounded and affected 1 week instead. This is no ordinary woman.
I suppose there's no point in hiding it from you anymore. Miss Tingyun is originally from the Xianzhou. She had an unfortunate encounter with a Lord Ravager who robbed her of her identity and left her on the verge of death. While she miraculously escaped with her life, her body suffered terrible injuries beyond all power to heal.
But something happened to change that outcome?
Yes, a genius got involved. She's very accomplished in the field of life sciences and managed to grant Miss Tingyun a shot at survival. After that, she asked the Express to escort Miss Tingyun back home. We made a stop at Penacony along the way, partly to allow her some time to convalesce.
I'm so sorry. I thought no one would be affected if I hid inside a dream. I didn't expect so many mishaps to happen.
That's all right. So long as nobody was hurt. Can I get something to drink? I feel like I've been asleep for 10 years.
That's fine. We should find another place to talk anyway. We drew some attention with that commotion earlier.
I kind of like. I like this story so far.
I'm a local, you know.
We'll have to make do.
In any case, I must thank the both of you for your assistance.
It was nothing. Now that the matter with Miss Tingyun is resolved, are we meeting your other 2 companions next?
There's no need for that. Mr. 1 Week is in poor condition, so let's wrap up your farewells first. I'll leave Miss Tingyun in your hands.
Huh? But, Mr. Yang, the messenger from the Xianzhou is almost here. You're not coming with us?
I trust that you can handle it. Besides, Himiko will be there. She'll be able to handle any decisions should you run into any difficulties.
Okay. We better hurry then. This is ridiculous.
Funny that you look like 1 week, sir.
Shall we keep going then? Did you forget already? Miss Tingyun is going back to the Alliance, so we're here to help her pick out souvenirs.
I'm not too familiar with this planet. I'm worried an unscrupulous cutthroat merchant will try to take advantage of me. Luckily, the people I want to buy these gifts for are friends you already know on the Xianzhou. So I'll be counting on both your stakeholder intuitions for recommendations.
As if a merchant could seriously take advantage of you.
Oh, I already picked up a few gifts earlier. So that means there's only 3 more left to go. But we've already lost a lot of time. So we'd better not drag our feet.
Mendacia. Hey, I was reading that. Wait. Did I not succeed?
Watch your step now.
You watch your step.
Give him a kid's meal.
I need to practice it a few times. I hold a vision. I need to practice it. I need to practice it a few times while no one's around.
Which one does he want to be?
Huh? I hold a vision.
I don't understand.
Our newspaper is practically selling
That's a weird item.
all that education and
A newspaper can heal you. Alright, let's go to the quest. Go to the quest. Go to the quest.
Welcome. How can I help you?
Hello there. It's my first time visiting the Dreamscape, so I wanted to buy some local specialties as souvenirs for my friends back home. My two friends here are more familiar with the Dreamscape and recommended your shop, so I'm here to take a look.
Why, you really know how to flatter. Go ahead. Browse all you like.
First we have Lady Fuxuan of the Divination Commission.
Did you pick that because of her third eye?
A meticulously thought out and interesting suggestion. It'll make for a novel gift. Next is... Come to Clock Studios theme park to learn more about the history of the planet of festivities. I think the General will like this gift. Finally, we have Lady Bailu of the Alchemy Commission. That's a good idea. It might be commonplace, but it's still the specialty of Penacony.
And she loves good
It would
food.
make for an ideal gift to bring home.
I knew that one instantly. Bailu is
That's all of
Bailu.
them. Please wrap them up for me. Thanks to both your help, everything went smoother than I expected. And it looks like we still have some time to spare.
Why don't we pay another visit to the Dreamscape sales store? You can find memory bubbles pretty much anywhere, but Penacony's dream bubbles are extraordinary. Even if we don't get them as gifts, we can keep them as souvenirs for ourselves.
A souvenir for myself. That's definitely an idea I can get behind. But there's one more thing I wish to do. Since this is our last stop, could I have a word with you two in private?
Everything you want.
This is a good spot.
Miss Ting Yun, what's this about?
You've looked out for me during our travels together these past few days. I'm truly grateful and can't thank you enough.
I like you.
There are some things I find difficult to forget. I feel it's only right that I tell you what's on my mind before we part ways. Do you two still remember what it was like when you first saw me?
How could we forget? She was so shocked. She was frozen in place when she shouted.
Okay, I'll be serious for once.
Exactly. And that's precisely why I haven't been able to shake off this strange feeling.
Thank you for the follow
The
out
day
with
since
Single
I started traveling
Bingo.
with you.
Oh, the Kitsune. Welcome to this
When I
stream.
asked for your names, I couldn't help but think that this first encounter was actually a long-awaited reunion for you. I've heard about what happened to you on the Xianzhou. And I've got to admit that Fantilia's disguise was so perfect, it was like another me tricking everyone.
Yeah, we couldn't even tell when you were replaced by Fantilia. I figured it happened when we were after Kafka. You vanished for a while. I thought you must have come back as a double.
But it was much earlier than that. That thought has me filled with sorrow. As if a piece of my life had been stolen away, and I had no part in it. That's what I've been puzzled about, too. I never actually saw how Fantilia managed to disguise herself as me. What was your impression of that Tingyun, if you recall? That part is true. I'm always calculating when it comes to business, but never with people. So, what did she seem like to you? I'll just assume that's a compliment. Maybe next time you could just say silver-tongued. Was there anything particularly memorable?
What is EQ?
Hey, no tattling!
Now the final question. In your eyes, am I...
Wait, don't you find that question a bit weird? You're the real Tingyun. Why compare yourself to an imposter?
Miss March, you might have the wrong idea. I'm just feeling a mix of regret, and relief.
Uh-huh.
As a merchant, staying well informed is crucial. It's only natural for me to stay updated on the events of the Lawfu before I return. If I had rushed in and out back then, I wouldn't have been much help. Instead, I would have postponed the trip and sought assistance from allies, but in that case...
We wouldn't have crossed paths.
Exactly. Based on your description, that Lord Ravager was indeed cunning. Her demeanor mirrored mine so closely that it felt like she was living my life. I regret missing out on your Senjo journey. But everything that unfolded afterward, aside from the scheming, played out exactly as if I'd been there. This leads me to consider another possibility. Phantilia had stolen a piece of my life, and a Foxian always gets even. I will not be taken advantage of. I must take something back from her as well. But after thinking it over, the only thing that could be considered equal value is the bond I have with all of you. That thought has brought me great comfort. And now I know how to speak to you properly. We've never even met before, and here you are, offering your help, just as before. I should have treated you with respect, but fear of Phantilia made me act like somebody else. And now, I will reclaim everything I have lost. And it should begin with a proper acknowledgement. Dear benefactors, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to you.
Aww.
Looks like we're off to a good start. Moving forward, I'll definitely be trying more things like this from now on. And you, my dear benefactors, will be my source of courage.
Miss Ting-Yun, that's way too over the top. Just don't make any risky decisions. It might overwhelm her.
We'll see. I just hope the Ting-Yun in your memories won't be tainted by Phantilia anymore. Alright, no more questions.
Alright. We gotta end here today, guys. We got pretty close to a full stream, actually, with how far we got. But anyways, thank you all for coming. Thank you all for my lickers and chatters. Thank you everyone who's always here. You make me feel very wonderful. Happy. Thank you all for my new followers and chatters. And remember, Boogie's always cheering for you. And it's like... Oh my god! You know what? Where is it? There it is. Bye. Alright, there we go. Let's raid someone real quick, and then I'm gonna be off. I'm gonna have to raid and run.